What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we're gonna be talking about something that a lot of people are kind of pissed at, and I don't really get why. So, the players we are going to be talking about are the locker code cards, lads. There were locker codes. Well, lads, let me tell you guys the history of the limited time locker codes. What started off in NBA 2K15. NBA 2K15, the best cards in the game. You guys can see rewards locker codes. Well, 2KD Empty Central's kind of down. But Michael Jordan 99, LeBron James 99, these were the two best cards in the game. By a mile. I mean, back in these days, having these stats made you literally just god in game. Like, it's not like we have 199 overalls with these stats. No, these were the literal two best cards in the game. If you look at everything else, Larry Bird 99 locker code. Carmelo 99 locker code. Stephen Curry 99 locker code. Carmelo Anthony 98 locker code. Isaiah Thomas 98 locker code. Shaquille O'Neal 98 locker code. Kevin Durant 97 locker code. Paul George 96 locker code. And then there was Andre Iguodala 95 locker code. All pink diamonds literally used to mean locker code player. Like, this is a weird one where it was like you would have like 87 overall silvers and like 81 overall golds. It was a really weird year. But like, tiers didn't have anything to do with ratings. Ruby meant promo, and pink diamond meant locker code, diamond meant reward. It was like, it was kind of simple as that. And sapphire was also a reward card. Onyx meant Throwback Thursday. It was a strange old time for my team. And then we did not see locker codes until NBA 2K17. Where in fact, the locker codes you guys can see again here. Like Russell Westbrook was a locker code. Almost all the pink diamond cards. Like, this card was a lock-in. Pink diamond cards were not in packs that year. So every one of these 99 overalls. Jerry West collector level, Will collector level. Kevin Love locker code. Pettit challenges. Baylor challenges. Wade locker code. Duncan unlimited. Ewing locker code. Kobe Bryant collector level. Westbrook locker code. So we're looking, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 99 overalls in all of NBA 2K17. But yet, none of them were purchasable. But you could get 1 in Kevin Love, 2 in Wade, 3, 4. There were like 4 of the locker codes were pink diamonds. 4 of the pink diamonds were literally codes for whoever typed in the fastest. All limited quantities. And then if we remember NBA 2K18, dear lord, lads. Dear lord. This was when, thankfully, like, we just got a whole bunch of 99 overalls. But every one of these cards here. Like, if we look at, see these right here. This Ben Simmons card. So Ben Simmons came out on the June the 26th. These were all locker codes. There were 5 locker codes released at the same time. And you had an opportunity to type in every single one of them. And if you typed them in, whoever typed them in fastest got the cards. I think no one was able to get more than 2 out of 5. No one was able to get more than 2 out of 5. And it's like, if you straight away went a lot of people I know missed out on Simmons, then went for Harden and lost it. And I know people got 3 out of 5. People that went Oladipo, Lou Williams, Rudy Gobert got 3 out of 5. But if you got 1 of Harden or Simmons, it was highly unlikely you got anything else. But if you went for, if you got 1 of Harden or Simmons and then you went for like a Lou Williams or a Gobert, you could probably potentially get 2 or 3. But if you went for a Simmons then Harden, you would lose out on all of them. It was a really cool. I kind of enjoyed the concept, but we had a bunch of things like Vince was not a locker code. I think who was a locker code? Can I get theme rewards? Yeah. So we used to sit down there, like Kills will get like 20,000 Twitter followers. They used to constantly give us like locker codes for cards. Like Oladipo came out as a locker code. Donovan Mitchell was a locker code that so many people got. Tim Duncan 99 overall was a locker code. Was Ray Allen a locker code? If I'm not mistaken, I think there was a Ray Allen locker code. Lonzo was a locker code. Iverson wasn't. Lou Williams was. Big O wasn't. I can't even remember who else were codes. David Robinson wasn't. Derrick Rose was a locker code. Most ballin gave me the locker code early for this card. I bought it off him, which is kind of hilarious. But yeah, so we've had a history of this in my team. It's just they kind of stopped for a few years. And then what we got yesterday was we got 2K giving out 7 locker codes. They gave out 7. So the first locker code they gave out was a locker code for a Dark Matter LeBron James. So 250k Dark Matter LeBron. And then following LeBron, during the 250k stream, there was a Dark Matter code for Dark Matter T-Mac. Then it was, I think it was like T-Mac, Luka, Shaq, Kobe, and Kawhi. I think they were the 5 other Dark Matter codes. And then at the end of it all, a timed code. These were all limited quantity, and if you didn't get any of them, you were guaranteed a pink diamond or a Galaxy Opal locker code right here. You got a guaranteed Galaxy Opal option pack. But the only issue was that if you went into locker codes and you tried to type in any of those fast locker codes here, you lost out. If you try to type them in your phone, it's very common to have typos in your phone. You could get them on your phone. I know Henry got 3 of 6 on his phone. But the best way was getting the BlueStacks app. And I think 2K are going to start doing things like this more often because it brings so much freaking hype into the game. It really does. It really does. And as much as like there is some like people that are getting angry, I don't understand that either. So let me just say this right now. If you got the cards, you got the free cards. Congratulations. I hit on 1 of 6. I hit on Kobe. That was it. If I had missed on Kobe, my attitude would be the exact same. If you got the cards, you got the cards. Congrats, you got a lot. You got either 150k MT or you got a really good card. But like, if these people are saying, "Oh, these are a joke. They shouldn't be a thing." It's like, first of all, you can't give everyone a Dark Matter. Simply put, you just can't. You just can't. But people are just angry that other people got something and they didn't. That's literally it. Like, people got pissed at this code. People got pissed at a free Galaxy Opal. Not only that, like, Ijian Lian and P. Marvin are really damn good cards. People got pissed at what was the single best guaranteed locker code of the year. A guaranteed Galaxy Opal with 2 really good cards in it. People were getting angry at that. Like, people are just getting angry for no reason. I understand a little frustration. But all this 2K scamming us all. How the hell are they scamming you all? Get faster fingers. Get faster fingers. As someone who only hit on 1 of 5. Get faster, 1 of 6. Get faster fingers. I was at fault for all of that stuff. It brings hype into the game. I'm just going to say this right now. For anyone being like, oh, it's a joke. Basically, you're saying, oh, other people got something and I didn't. Well, whoop-de-feckin' do. You know what else happened? The prices tanked. If you sat on the auction house 4 hours after these codes came out, I was seeing Luka's going for 200k. Let's see what price Luka Doncic is right now. Luka Doncic, Power Within, was a 500,000 MT 2 days ago. Or is it Dark Matter theme Power Within? He was a 500,000 MT 2 days ago. Not prime time, Jesus. Power Within. He's right back to that. He was going. And you can see here how are more of them. If you got Luka Doncic at the 4 hour mark, you're paying about 250k for him. I'm not even joking. If you sat there at the 4 hour mark for Luka Doncic after his code, he was half the price. You were getting, I know people that were sniping Dark Matters for 100k. The only problem is that, like, again, if you look up Dark Matter, most of them are Kyrie Irvings. But like Kobe's 225k, I know people that were out here sniping Kobe's for 100k, that were sniping Kawhi's for cheap, and that were getting them on bids. So people, if you wanted a cheap Dark Matter, maybe they're not cheap right now, but you were getting cheap Dark Matters tomorrow because of these codes. I don't understand. Yeah, the code for everyone, like, oh, there was only 250 in the code. Then if that was the case, then what difference does it make for you guys? Like, oh, you weren't going to get the code anyway. And if you're saying, oh, I only watched the stream for a code, you really should have known after the very first code. If you didn't get the very first code because you were too slow, you probably weren't getting any faster for the other codes. If you're only watching the stream for the codes, as well, 2K literally, this wasn't like a 2K15. If you guys don't remember 2K15, 2K would literally say there's a code coming during a stream, make you wait 3 hours on the stream. They tweeted out 5 minutes before every locker code was coming that there was a locker code. Like, this is something that I don't see it being a negative. If you're somebody who didn't get the cards, if you, for example, if you really, really wanted LeBron James and you didn't get LeBron, I mean, if the code wasn't there, you weren't getting LeBron anyway. And now maybe you can get LeBron a little bit cheaper. So that's a benefit. If you happened to be on Twitter and saw the code straight away and typed in LeBron and got him really quickly, then congratulations. You got yourself a LeBron. If you got yourself a Kawhi, you got yourself a Luka. Again, as you can see, I got myself a Kobe, who's a really, really good player for my team. I'm probably going to sell my Kobe because I don't really care too much. The reason why I don't really care too much about him is that the way I play, Cam Reddish gives me the equal to Kobe, even though Kobe's spectacular. And then I'm still happy with my Pete Maravich. I'm actually happy with my Pete Maravich. And I got a cheap PG on the end as my backup center. Like, if 2K, I could guarantee you, if 2K did not give any of these Dark Matter locker codes and just gave out the free Galaxy Opal cards for everybody, the timed free Galaxy Opals, people be spamming WW, oh, great code, WWW. 2K are so great for giving us this. 2K are like looking out, giving people free stuff. But no, people are just pissed that they didn't get every one of these 6, or they didn't get any of these 6. Well, in reality, it's severely limited quantities. The purpose of this was to bring people into the stream. First of all, it served its purpose. For the people who did get these cards, congratulations. But like, maybe all of us who were here in the 2K 15 days know the sauce. We know the meta. If you were, I know a lot of people that were like, oh, I was on my console and there was on stream. Like, no, if you were on your console, you've never stood a chance on a locker code. It's been years. You have never, ever stood a chance typing in a locker code in a console. The limited quantities ones. But I think this is going to happen. This is going to keep happening. This is something that 2K have seen has evidently worked well in terms of bringing in engagement. It's evidently worked, so it's going to keep happening. And I just want you guys to know, don't complain. It's not like these cards are unattainable. Because, newsflash, for all of you guys that are complaining and don't want to see this again, the only person you're hurting at the end of the day is yourself. You are giving yourself a 0% chance. You would rather have a 0% chance of getting a good card than have any sort of a chance, than have a worse chance than another person. And that's really it. Like, you would rather another person has an advantage against you. You would rather have nothing. You would rather take your ball and go home rather than even having a chance at these cards. And as well as that, if you have the MT and you sit there on the auctions 4 hours after these codes, you're going to get these cards for super cheap. You're going to be able to bid these cards for super cheap. But no, you guys are complaining. At the end of the day, the only people you're going to screw over are yourself. At the end of the day, do I care that much? Not really. Because you guys know, hey, look, I got Kobe. I don't have the fastest fingers. I'm using Pat Burke the rest of the year. Hey, Pat Burke's my power forward the rest of the year. I'm going to sell my Kobe. I don't use expensive players other than Luka because you just can't not have Luka on next gen. I don't really care. I've never cared about my team. But for the people that really do, the only people, if you are out here protesting, calling 2K a scam, trying to get these locker codes to stop, the only people you are screwing over is yourself, because you're making the cards less attainable for yourself on the auction house. The more of the cards there are, the cheaper the card's going to be. It's basic supply and demand. You are, first of all, making sure that there's not even a slight price drop in the cards, so making it harder for you to attain the cards, and giving yourself a 0% chance of getting cards for free. I don't get it. I understand the frustration, but at the end of the day, you're just screwing yourself. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.